Okay.
Hi, this is Kelly Pearson. The purpose of this video today is to create a challenge easy enough for you to start tomorrow. You'll have to go to the grocery store and you'll be inspired enough to do it. And I want to backtrack and say my whole point that I'm focusing on this last several years, and particularly now, is to enable the body to do a better job, not by necessarily throwing in hundreds of dollars of supplements every day, but to make the body more capable of doing what it needs to do. Now, we've come a long way in the world of health, but if you think about back in the day when we realized red blood cells carried oxygen, and that at some point the hemoglobin was really critical to allow people to survive. And it took decades to realize that without proper blood infusion, and this was after bloodletting, taking blood out, that the oxygen in the hemoglobin was allowing this person to heal. And we've come a long, long way now. It seems like, well, obvious. We are in the same place today from an analogy perspective of the microbiome. We're trying to fix all these external problems with our body, and we're not recognizing that we are mostly made up of bugs. That's kind of gross, but it's true. We have more bugs than we have cells in our human body, and we're completely disrespecting the process around enhancing that and enabling that. Yes, we take probiotics and things of that nature, but so often the things of that type are destroyed in the stomach due to the acidity. So what I want to do today is inspire you to be putting in your mouth fermented foods that will restore our bug microbiome. And this is a very big topic, but we're going to start with something that you can do today. Eating a variety of fermented foods. And when I say a variety, I mean buy different ones all the time. So in the morning, my husband and I do this. He loves it less than I do, but he's learning. You know, it's an acquired taste, and it's been an acquired taste for me. We're going to be doing a combination of sauerkraut, some pickled onions, which I throw in for flavor. They're not fermented, but it makes it more palatable, and kimchi, which for the longest time disgusted me. And then I'll be throwing in some of my homemade yogurt. And what I'm trying to do here, as these jars get used up, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy new organic raw sauerkraut of a different ilk, a different type. And when I'm making my yogurt, I'm going to put in new bacteria, a different type. But if you want to learn more about this fantastic book called Let's Talk Shit, it's actually titled that, S-H-I-T, by Dr. Sabine, S-A-B-I-N, Hazan. Remarkable woman who's actually realizing that we are low in bifidobacteria. And I don't want to confuse you, but it's a great little read, and I think it'd be a good place for all of us to start. So I just want to demonstrate what I do in the morning, and particularly I'm halfway through this one that I absolutely love. It's called Pickle Planet Eye Boost Herbal Kraut, and there's a lot of herbs in this one, which makes it even that much more fun. So on the whole, I want to get a really big tablespoon of that kraut. Now I'm going to, for fun, add some pickled onions. I have to be careful not to add the peppers that come with it because it makes it too hot for me. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to cut these a little bit, because when you're trying to learn to eat something that, let's say, you don't have a penchant for, if you cut it into little bites, that's going to be a lot easier. And I will tell you, the thing that just grossed me out to death about kimchi was the size of the cabbage leaves. Like, ugh, gross. I've since gotten over it. Like all things, you acquire a taste. And I just look at this as this beautiful gift I can give my body. So I'm going to take these scissors, because these are too big for me still. I like to have it a little bit smaller because I can get it down easier. And so I'm going to cut the cabbage and the kimchi. I'm actually going to pick up the onions and cut those a little bit too. Now this is what I'm putting in my mouth, so it's okay for me to touch this because it's going in my mouth. If I touch somebody else's food like that and I let it sit around, then I'm going to be adding my own bacteria, maybe some good, some bad. So there I have that. Now I have a different video on how to make homemade yogurt, but this comes from a book called Super Gut by Dr. William Davis. I strongly recommend this. This is the best darn yogurt. I hate yogurt. I love this yogurt. This is made from A2 cream. I have a video. I take about this much a day, and I put it in next to my sauerkraut, and I take a little tiny bit of it as I go, okay? So that is how I prepare my beautiful gut health. And my patients who are always saying, what can I do about my pain? What can I do about my pain? I say, help your body heal itself. Feed your gut, feed your bugs, because these are the guys that are going to enable your gut to be as healthy as possible, to reduce leaky gut, to make sure things that should be going out through the colon and out through the rectum are not being reabsorbed back in the body, causing havoc, getting through the blood-brain barrier, causing oxidation of our organs and things of that nature. So make this also for the person you love in your house, and then sit down and eat it and really enjoy every bite, recognizing what you're up to. This is not something to chomp down at the kitchen sink. This is something to sit down and savor and recognize that this is as powerful as anything you could do today. So have at it. Go purchase your items. The kimchi comes in many different types, as does the sauerkraut. And you can get A2 yogurt, or you can get goat milk yogurt, A2 goat milk yogurt, I believe. Am I wrong about that? I might be. But yogurt that, if you don't do dairy, you can try A2. And if you don't do dairy, you can try some of the other forms of yogurt out there, like the coconut milk yogurt or things of that nature. All right? Go get them.